Hello and welcome to another episode of Old Guys Podcast. I'm your host Perry, broadcasting today in Studio 1A at beautiful New Smyrna Beach, Florida. How are you doing? How has your week been? I'm sure you guys have been doing some positive things and taking care of one another. So, man, I tell you, I have some exciting news. Some crap happened at work and things like that. It's life, right? And you veterans that we were talking about this last week, guess what I got in my hand? I got my VA card. And I have an appointment with an audiologist, and I found the back door into the system, I think. So thanks for the wonderful input and you guys sharing everything, your knowledge with me. So, hey, new guy, stop scratching. Guess what? Look who just walked into the studio. It's our old co-host, Wayne.
Hey, I'm back. The Georgia Bulldogs, they never could go away,
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's just about the time when we're going to start flying our flag.
Oh, I've got mine up.
I'm not trying to look at that.
Well,
I've
got mine up. We're playing this week, and actually, it's the ESPN Game of the Week, and it's going to be in Dallas, and it's going to be Auburn against the Oregon Ducks.
Oh, we got some. It's girls' school, so although it's we got a girls' school thing we're doing. I don't really pay much attention to the schedule yet because I've been so busy with going in and out and with mother-in-law and the whole 9 yard and traveling a lot. So, but I'm back home for a while, and hey, I thought I'd stick my head in and say hi to all y'all folks out there.
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to what all's been going on with you. So,
cheers.
What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada, a little something.
Oh, a little something.
Something. It's got a little citrus taste to it, and it's delicious. The only place that I found that you can get a 12-pack of this is in that place you buy your liquor and everything. Total Wine and probably, yes. Yeah. And they're the only one who got a 12-pack. Nobody else got one. Everybody else got 6-pack. And for the price, you pay $14, $15, and up here you buy a 12-pack, and it costs you about the same price.
Well, the listeners know, and I've kind of briefed you, but since we're talking beer and Total Wine and More, dude, we went to a restaurant, and I go through the what's on tap, what's on your craft beer. I've never heard of this one before. I'm gonna try it because It was blood orange, and it stuck out to me. I'm a big fan of the blood orange. So I'm like, oh, this stuff's good. So I Googled it. Total Wine had it. I'm like, okay. So after I left the VA last week, I went and I went to Total Wine, and I said, hey man, you guys got this? And he says, we just got in one case. How many you want? And I said,
the one case.
The whole case. Do you have 2 cases? And the beer rep was standing right there. And I said, you better be bringing some more of this in here because I'm going to be drinking a lot of it.
And what did he say?
He's all right. So, so it's...
we got 1 case. How many you want? The 1 case. Silly boy.
Yeah, so it's a blood orange IPA, and it's so much better than that other blood orange I used to drink at the local brewery. I tell you, it's just great, man. So, don't start. Hey. All right, so where were we? We were talking about the IPA and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And the new guy, which rarely barks, is now telling us all about it. So, what have you been up to? Man, we haven't had you on the show in a couple of months or so. The last we heard from you, you had shoulder surgery, and then you did like a couple episodes afterwards. How's the rehab coming with the shoulder?
The rehab is coming, much better. It's been over about 6 months now. and that I had a great doctor, Dr. Williamson here in South Daytona Beach. I would highly recommend him for any knees, shoulder, anything like that. You know, he's top notch. And, you know, he's a real guy that comes in, checks on you, talks to you. He's not in and out gone type thing. No.
Well, that's good.
He's down the earth type man. That's what I like. So I'm telling you one thing, man. If anybody ever gets a shoulder operation or thinking about it, let me tell you something. It is rough. The first 4 weeks, definitely you're in pain. And you stay that way, and I don't care what you take. I can't take a lot of pain pills, but I tell you, it was rough. You can't sleep in the bed because if you lay your shoulder back like you do when you're sleeping, man, you talking about pain? Sparks coming out of you know what?
Were you sleeping in a recliner?
And a recliner.
Yeah.
You have to stay like that for almost 3 weeks. I don't care what anybody tells you. And you're constantly, not comfortable, uncomfortable all the time, and strictly in pain because they take that arm, that bone, and they take it and cut it off and stick this rod with a roundness in it, and they put it back in the socket. And then when they put it back in that socket, then they start cleaning up all the scar tissues and stuff and redoing everything. And then by that time, you come out. But I tell you what, buddy, you're hurting. You are hurting.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've had my legs done because of my profession, doing stuff in, being a hair designer and everything, teaching and competition and, owning salons. But, those I thought was rough, but no, not to the arm.
So you had your knees done?
I had both of them done because I was standing all the time.
That's amazing.
That's one of the bad habits of being in chef, beauty,
pharmacist,
pharmacist, anybody standing constantly for a long period of time. If they don't put cushions or good tennis shoes or good shoes with cushions in it to take that beating, I tell you what, down the line when you get older, you're going to pay for it.
Well, the funny side of my brain just said, what kind of injuries do porn stars have when they get older? What kind of... So,
he's asking me a loaded question, and I got all kinds of things I want to say.
I'm not talking about the women. I'm talking about the men. What kind of replacements are they going to need? Hip replacements or...
Yeah, they're going to have the hip replacement.
Does it still work when you're 60 or 70? See, this is what we've missed. Hands, yes.
Yeah, the hands though are really easy.
Yeah,
that ain't that.
You just need something to squeeze on.
Operational wise, Yeah, and then you learn how to re-squeeze back.
Right.
And you have to constantly use this little round ball. And you're soft, and you're sitting in a chair watching TV, and you're squeezing it right and back and forth, and I'm looking over to my wife. I said, don't even go there.
That's crazy. All right, so let's see.
So you ladies, please forgive me for this conversation.
I
I was dragged in that one.
See, I didn't even mention the ladies.
Yeah, you did. Porn stars. Well, it could have been a man, I guess.
That's what I said, a man.
Porn star man. Well, I guess there are some women are, yeah.
Well, the women are not in those movies by themselves.
No.
Last time I saw one,
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was that, don't kick him, man.
Oh, I'm moving at him.
That will aggravate him. The last time, there used to be John Holmes back in the day.
Oh, yes.
He was famous.
He was real famous.
Male star.
He was well equipped.
Yes. Well, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So,
I bet.
So you went to the Keys and you went fishing after your shoulder surgery, and you picked up some fishing tips from
my buddies down there.
Guy Harvey, and What
we
all
went
did
to
you do?
Key Largo.
Yeah.
And we have a place down there, as you well know. And we stay there for about 2 weeks. And oh man, that place is awesome. It's a canal, and they got tarpon, they got grouper, they got everything that's going through that canal from the bay side to the Atlantic side.
Yeah.
And we caught so many mangrove snappers. I was so busy every day just catching fish, all different types.
That sounds like
Having a
heaven.
blast. Yes, it was. And that's the one thing I kept telling my doctor before I go. I said, I got to have my arm back at least to do the fishing.
Right.
And he said, well, I'm not sure, but, we'll work towards that. And I tell you what, it hurts a little bit, but I had a blast. I loved it. We found this restaurant down there, Florida Day, Lazy Lobster. And I tell you what, they've got the best seafood dinners you ever had in Key Largo. To
Wow.
me, it was top notch.
Yeah.
And it was not expensive.
Did you eat some hogfish?
Yes, I had some hogfish. I've had snapper, a lot of snapper.
Lot of
stuff like. But there you can even take your fish that you catch,
Right, and they'll
and
cook
bring
it
it
for you.
into the restaurant. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they will cook it right there.
Yeah.
And then they'll ask you how you want it, what way you want it, and then they'll bring it out. And they got this big old platter full of fish that we caught. And me and Linda, we looked at each other, man, we going to
That's a
heaven.
lot of fish.
Oh, it was a lot of fish.
That's a lot
We
of
caught
fish.
a lot of fish. But that, me and Linda and my buddy and stuff, we caught a bunch of fish. We had a blast of it.
So you been doing any cruising lately?
We went on to the Royal Caribbean and the, what was that name? The Radius? No, the Harmony.
Harmony.
I tell you what, man. If anybody wants to go on a cruise, the Harmony I like the most. And I've been on 61 cruises.
61 cruises. Have you ever been on a cruise where somebody jumped overboard?
No.
So, I mean, it's a lot. You
There ain't
see,
no way you can do that.
no.
unless you intentionally had
you hear
people doing it.
it's in the news all the time
Yeah.
about people falling overboard or jumping or whatever.
Can't fall.
So, my point is, you've been 61 cruises and no one's ever went missing on any of the cruises you've been on.
No, sometimes I can miss it. I get disappear into a bar somewhere. But
You don't disappear, you just go to the bar, and that's
yeah,
what.
but Linda finds me.
It's easy to find you.
I don't know how she does it, but she does. She finds me. Oh, I see.
If you're in Key West, he's in Sloppy Joe's.
Amen. Then Hog's Breath.
Yes.
Sloppy Joe's, Hog's Breath is probably my two favorite places to go to.
Right.
In Key West.
Captain Tony's.
Captain Tony's all right, so I'll still take Hog's Breath.
Captain Tony's is my favorite.
Yeah, Hog's Breath, you can hear the band, have oysters on the half shell, and turn around and listen to the band at the same time. I mean,
Well, they
well,
all
we
got
can't
the
get any
same
better than
thing.
that.
They all got the same
Yeah,
thing.
they
All of
did.
them's got bands. All of them's got oysters.
I guess I've been going to Hog's Breath so long.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like the Bay Bar. The Bay Bar to me is my spot that I go to.
Long time ago, my brother was a musician for years and years, and like back in the '80s, they were his band were scheduled to play at Sloppy Joe's for a week. I'm like, great, we're gonna go down there and hang out and hang with the band and every night at Sloppy Joe's and whatnot. And they got canceled like a week before they were supposed to show up, and we were all very disappointed. But man, that would have been such a great time.
Oh yeah, it would have been a great time,
But-
no doubt there.
Yeah.
So we've been.
My brother's
we
a
went
party
to-
animal.
Where?
He's a party animal.
Oh,
I think he would be give you some competition.
well, put us together and let's find out.
Well, I keep trying.
But you're gonna have to join us.
Either you got to go to Birmingham or I got to get him down here. And
Yeah, he's got to come down here. I don't go to Alabama.
you don't go to Alabama?
No,
Why not?
I just
Mobile.
Yeah, I've been through Alabama, and I like the state, but there are some places that I really don't. No. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, see, there's a part about Alabama.
It's very
One part-
rural.
One part has got this Auburn thing, and the other part has got the other Alabama thing. You know,
Uh
what do they call that?
huh.
Buzzard crow or something.
Buzzard crow.
Satan. I mean, so what is they got Satan?
That's the head coach.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it out, but it's not easy. You know?
I can't say the word.
He missed me. You know, he screwed us up on our championship.
Uh-huh.
You know, just barely.
Well, you know, that was last year. Now
I
it's-
know. This year
Now
we
it's
got
this year.
oh, new slate.
That's right. We've got everybody's got whole new teams and quarterbacks and
I know. So I'm trying to overlook all this. So I went to Key Largo, come home. Then after that, my mother-in-law, she had some medical issues to take care of, and we almost lost her. I mean, she was having a rough time there, you know, and she had a female type surgery, and they took everything out, and they found a mass there, and it was, praise the Lord, it was not cancerous.
well, that's good.
It worked out good, you know, and it took her going into the hospital. Going into the hospital.
This ain't funny. He's banging on the table. I'm making fun of him.
Well, nobody else ever sits over here and does this, do they?
Not when I'm by myself.
No, see, you miss all that.
I do miss that. I don't mind telling you at all. I miss a lot of it.
Y'all hear that now? What he's saying?
Hey, I said it way before. Hey, you know what? I think we both need a refill.
Amen.
Hey, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back. And as we're coming back, Wayne has taken the first sip of this
Second sip.
beer that I found.
And I tell you what, you know, really, that's very good. You right at the end, you can taste that red orange in there.
Oh, really? I tasted on the front.
No, I tasted on the back end. I taste it tastes like more of a British ale.
British ale.
IPA. Is that an IPA?
Mm-hmm.
You can taste that. And then right at the end, you can taste that flavor, that citrus
for
flavor.
me, I have the nose of oranges, and the front taste is
Yeah, you can smell the orange in it.
orange, and then the back is just a little hint of the hops to
Yeah.
me.
It's the other way around for me.
Huh? Isn't that funny?
Man, that's good beer.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it's almost like that Sierra Nevada.
Speaking of
But
beer,
I tell you what, I like this. It's very
speaking of beer, I found a new brewery in the area that I wasn't aware of.
good. New Smyrna?
No, Holly Hill.
Holly Hill.
Yeah, the Red Pig.
Yeah, Holly.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Holly Hill is kind of, well, unless it's coming back.
Well, it's almost to the
Red Pig.
It's close to the river.
Red Pig.
Yep, Red Pig. Sure enough.
I've seen a lot of pigs,
I've
but
been
not
looking
red.
at. I've been
Well,
looking
yeah,
at
they
them.
are red pigs.
I've been checking them out on their website and
Blind.
social media and things like that. They got a good selection of beers.
Have you been in there?
Haven't been there yet.
When we go?
You tell me.
Yeah.
I finally got the wife in New Smyrna Brewing a couple of weeks ago.
She found any beer she liked?
Yes, a lot of beers she liked. As a
Really?
matter of fact, she got this little fruity beer, and okay, because she likes the little fruity beers, and then she starts looking to me. And you think I like that red? I'm like, yeah. And then there was another one with a copper. That was more of a copper beer, and so she tried that one and loved that one.
Really?
Yeah, I had to get a growler of that one.
I'd be certainly gonna.
Yeah.
You know, your wife and mine, I tell you, they're very conservative.
They could be sisters.
Oh, you folks don't know. When I say they're conservative, they're conservative.
Yeah.
And of course, how they ever got us to, I have no clue.
Well, you know.
We're conservatives in a lot of things, but a lot of things we're not.
Well, they just, you know, women need a project. I can mold him into whatever I want him to be.
Ain't gonna happen.
I don't know. Maybe that's what their mission
You know what
was.
I did, and really I had to come down. It's the whole house. Now, I built that in 1990. That house, and that's way before I even met my sweetheart that I got, my soulmate. Of course, now she took over.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sammy.
Oh boy, he's good today. No, and she took, of course, you know, wives always, but I finally went for one bedroom. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. I said, okay, I'm going to take the smallest bedroom and I'm going to make a room for myself. And I put, because she's always complaining about all my knickknacks, this, that, all the Georgia Bulldog, this just stuff she thinks is clutter.
You still
So I
got
said,
that armadillo?
No.
Why?
I
How'd you
gave
do
that
that?
away, and I don't remember who I gave that to.
Man, I bought him an armadillo when I went to Texas.
Yeah, your wife wouldn't. Your wife said thank you for taking it. Don't even bring it.
No, I bought it for you.
I know, but your wife, I was going to give it back to you. Linda said no. Andrea said, don't you write that.
The dogs hated it. The dog we had at the time hated it.
So you folks try to understand. Remember, okay, an armadillo. He's on his back. He's stuffed, and he's holding a bottle of beer.
Lone Star.
Lone Star
The
beer.
national beer of Texas.
Right, because Texas got a lot of armadillo, like Florida and all those other places. And of course, there's been a run over.
It wasn't run over.
And it had all its furs and everything on it. And you think the wife's going to let us keep that thing?
You kept it longer than I thought you'd keep it.
Well, I had to hear all this soundtrack. I had it on the fireplace mantle. That didn't work. I put it in the kitchen area. That definitely didn't work.
No. So here's what I don't understand. It's just the two of you guys over there and your dogs, just like over here. It's just the two of us and the dog.
Yeah, we got 2 dogs.
So why do you need a room to hang out
That's
in?
my room.
You got the living room.
No.
TV.
My room, I put all my stuff in there. And I was having a sign, and I told her, I said, the only way any women can come in this room, they have to get almost naked or wear a French outfit. That's
French
the only
outfit,
way.
like
French
a beret?
outfit with a little, thing. Yeah. And then, okay, we consider that. But this room is off limits.
You see what we've been missing all these months here, folks?
I know my wife is so conservative like yours. There ain't no way she's putting on no outfit like that. Not with, no.
So that means she comes in there naked.
She ain't coming in there naked either.
Oh, man.
But she comes in there. So what she does,
So what do you
gets
do in
everybody
this
come in
room?
there to aggravate me.
What do you do in this room?
In that room, I've got my surround sound
Is it-
TV.
you have your
I got a big screen TV.
your
I
prayer
got all
rug?
my beer glasses on top of the above the
He missed that
television.
one.
I got all my Georgia stuff, Bulldogs things and everything.
Hey, you know what? I could get you a stuffed bulldog holding a beer bottle.
You want to die, don't you? I can see Linda right now coming over here and talking to your wife.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you would live long enough for me to come over and say anything to me.
Linda wouldn't even go there. She would go directly to the source and be talking to me.
Yeah, right.
It's like this morning when I'm like, hey, man, you want this old pressure washer? No.
She didn't want me to drag anything more
No.
back in the house
No.
or that garage. Man, no.
She's just a talking.
Oh
No.
yeah, she was. She said, I said, well, maybe I could use it. She said, the last time you used a pressure washer, you put holes all over the walls of the house. I had to get somebody to come out here to fix it. No. So that was the end of that conversation. I'm telling you, folks don't know how rough it is sometimes.
I know. I know.
So I have my little room, and I can go in there, and she can go do whatever she wants to do when she wants, and I can go in there and slip and get out of her way, and it's just quiet time for me and for her.
Uh-huh.
So in the mornings I go in there and watch my television, have my coffee.
So you don't sit in the kitchen and watch your Fox on the TV in there like you used to?
Oh yeah, I still do that in there during the day.
Oh.
But in the morning I watch it in the in my room. I first watch the weather, and then I watch Fox, and then other things, But I usually, of course, I always watch some kind of form of weather news,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
depending on what my day is going to be, where I'm going to be, what's going on,
Yeah. So
Am I going to be able to cut the yard or what? And we got this little hurricane coming.
it's not even worth talking about.
Oh, good.
It's going to go right up the coast. It's just going to be a little tropical depression,
Oh,
just
thank
enough to make the palms sway.
Oh, if they clean out my palm, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's better than me paying $25, $30
So,
a tree.
we're getting kind of long here. I want to kind of wrap this up. So, what's
I gotta drink my beer that fast?
well, no, take your time. So, what's in the future? What's the next few weeks or months? You have anything planned, or any excursions, or
Yes, I do.
surgeries, or
Matter of fact, at the end of September, we're going to Dominica. We're going to go down there, fly in Dominica, and then there's going to be a helicopter to meet us and pick us up, and a helicopter will take us to this resort. And it's really like a really
inclusive.
beautiful- all inclusive, the whole 9 yards, and I'm looking forward to it. A couple that we are very good friends with are British. They get this big condo house-like thing, and they have this guy comes in every day and he refurnish your liquor, your beers, and stuff like that. And then they have a cook that comes over every so often. He cooks your breakfast, and then you can go at evening. You go to a restaurant. And they got about 10 different restaurants to go to in this complex.
is this in the mountains, or is it on the coast?
On the ocean.
It's on the beach.
On the beach. And they got little beach places that you can go to. You got golf carts. So you just run around all the golf carts,
Right.
and you go on these different places.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't never been to. Yes, I have been to Dominica. I went to a place called Secrets, and in Dominica, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It was up class.
So you're going to do that in September?
Yes, to be the end of September and first part of October.
Nice.
And then we're coming back, and then we're later on going on a cruise. At the end of November, doing our annual Christmas cruise. And of course, it'll be like 2 or 3 buses load of people.
Yeah.
And that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And that's going to be on the Harmony, my favorite ship. I tell you what. And it's not the newest, but it's big. But I tell you what, the restaurants in that ship, the kinds that you might pay a lot of money to go into and stuff, well worth it. Well worth it. And the rooms are big. You got her closet and stuff, and my closet and stuff. And it's just nice, very nice. And you go into the shower, and the shower is big enough that it's not closed up. Like the curtain trying to rape you.
Oh yeah.
I hate that when you're trying to take a shower and you got this curtain. It's all over you. It's trying to rape you. That's what it's doing.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, some staterooms the bath is kind of small.
Right. I don't like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I want to, for a guy like me, I want to have some room.
Yeah,
If I get Linda in there, it's great.
that's right.
That's a good
How's
chance.
that? Yeah. Let us know how that works out for you.
Yeah, really, I will. So that's my plan
Well, that's,
for this year alone right there.
That's good.
And then after that, I have no idea.
So-
Except watch Georgia Bulldog go all the way. Now,
Well, you know,
Georgia.
I was about to say, you know, we have our annual.
Yes, we will. And you know something?
Auburn-
Georgia is going all the way this year.
But we have our annual.
I know you're skipping over this.
No, I'm trying to get you listening. We have our annual Auburn and Georgia game,
Yes.
and this year it will be at Auburn, and
November.
So you'll be over here.
Right, that's it. November 7th or 8th?
I don't know the date.
Something like that. I can't remember.
So you'll be our guest over here to watch the ball game.
Sure.
Because the last time you were over here to watch Auburn, Georgia, Georgia didn't do too well. And then last year you decided
Excuse me for a second.
not to have a
Wait, what do you
party
mean they
over
didn't
there.
do so well? They beat you?
Not the year before last.
No.
Last year we didn't have a get together
Oh.
because you didn't want to do that. You said it was going to give you bad mojo or something.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Probably.
I've got it on the episode to play it.
Don't worry, folks. We're going to do it this year.
No, actually, wait a minute. Didn't you go to Asheville during the game last year?
Oh, that's right. I was in Asheville.
You weren't
then.
here.
I wasn't here then. That's right. I was on a trip.
Right.
That's right. I was in Asheville.
You went to Asheville instead of sitting here and partying
Well,
with me
I mean,
during the
Asheville.
Auburn, Georgia game.
That's one of my favorite cities, Asheville.
Oh, mine too.
I like Asheville. Wicked Weed and Highland, Black Mountain.
You know they're selling Wicked Weed here now?
Yes, they are.
I was in Publix a couple of weeks ago, and I'm looking, and this lady comes up and says, "Excuse me," okay. And I step back, and she opens the door and grabs it. Wait a minute, that's Wicked Weed. And she says, "Yeah, my husband told me if I see any purple packaging, I better grab it."
Oh yeah, that's really good. It's an excellent brew.
Yeah.
And then right across the street from Wicked Weed Brewery, there's a company that they put you in this big long bus, and they have a live band in there.
A live band.
I've got the video of it. On my phone. I'll send it to you, and maybe you can run it on there where everybody can see it.
Okay.
Tell you what, it's worth it. This band had that bus rocking so much. It was unbelievable.
That's the first I've heard of
They would
this.
take you from one brewery to another brewery to another brewery. And time you was jamming and going crazy and get back to the original spot you at, buddy, you was having a blast.
Wow.
It was a purple bus right across the street from Wicked Weed.
Did you ever have the opportunity to urinate while you were on the bus?
Oh yeah, when you go to the breweries.
On the bus.
No, you don't.
No, there's no hose, no
It ain't
bucket.
that long ride from one point to the other.
Oh, okay. We did a whole thing about that one time.
Yeah, right. I was thinking about being, and I even told my buddy Cal, about that, and I showed him that pictures, and I tell you what, that blew me away because the windows were open. They think if it started raining a little bit, they would have this like a plastic thing they would roll over that window on your side and leave the other side open, and they would go down the road. And the band was a 4-piece band. The guitarist, a bass player, and a 3-piece player. Yeah, it was 3-piece. And man, I tell you what, they had that bus rocking.
Nice.
I mean, they was rocking.
Nice.
And I was way in the back, and they had us all of it. It was
All right.
everybody in there rocking. It was a great trip.
All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up there with Rockin' Wayne in Asheville in the bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that to you. You can put it on.
Well, we did a whole show about your trip to Asheville. That would have been perfect to have that.
Yeah.
Back then. Anyway, Man, it's been so great to have you back on the show.
I ain't glad to be on.
This was
bugging
fun.
you, and I didn't mean to walk in on your show.
No, and that's not a problem at all. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll pop in and say hi.
All right, you pop in
And,
and say hi.
and bug you guys. And in a lot of ways I kind of miss seeing everybody, talking to everybody. And just remember one thing, Georgia Bulldog.
Well, the listeners have missed you. The listeners have been asking me when you're going to come back and sit in, because I told them you'd come and sit in. And I'm glad you came, man. It's great. It's awesome.
It's been fun.
All right.
And I enjoyed the beer.
All right, me too. So I'm going to close this thing out, and we're going to finish our beers. And you guys have a great day. Have a blessed day. We love you.